What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 66 of my Total Warhammer 3 Boris Ursus and Uragni's and Naviev campaign. So as we saw last time with Sioktrek and unfortunately a ruin, we will have to probably try to defend either Krakadrak or the Frozen Landing, though I'm pretty confident that nothing here could take out the Frozen Landing, with the possible exception of Skarbrand coming in himself with a full stack with a very, very elite units. Unfortunately, the same thing does not go for Krakadrak, which does have walls but doesn't have the good enough defenses as yet. We'll need to hopefully level it up to level 4, but it may die before then. Really depends on what the enemy comes in with. I'm hoping that they, distract themselves among themselves for a little while. We also have a lot of stuff going on in various locations right now. We ended off last episode with Beledna the Defender moving into Erengrad to, well, defend it, but we also managed to pick up a island that offered us lost cargo, which is a really nice random pickup. Came in pretty clutch as it actually put our income to positive rather than basically negative as it was. We were maintaining about 20,000 to 30,000 gold for a long time, losing about 5,000 gold per turn to this nonsense, so yeah, that was really needed. In addition to that, Uragni is getting closer and closer to the Tzeentchans over here, while Boris is still in the realm of Tzeentch, and we will hopefully be able to identify the final teleport locus sooner rather than later. Now, Uragni, I think we're going to move up close to Tsar Nagrin. Ooh, actually, that's a question. You're not close enough to attack, so we have to essentially choose. Do we go here and into ambush, which might fail? Or do we go into march stance and try to sally out? The thing is, if we sally out, this guy might say no and not fight this, in which case he'll back away to the point that he'll be too far away for Uragni to go after him. And since Uragni is stuck in this particular location, perhaps the ambush risk is the better one. I suppose if they attack, though, that could put us in another dangerous position, but let's just hope that they don't. We'll find out. I'm curious to see what exactly will happen here. We'll also level you two up at some point, but I think we're okay for now. Then... oh, we got research. Ooh, that means the improved harbor defenses is completed, which means an extra turn in siege for this will mean a lot of extra defenses. Lovely. It still has that one damn breach, but what can you do? Also, are you able to do anything there, Adoko Ungalov? You can try to wound again. You failed every time, so I doubt you'll succeed. Yeah, critical failure. Oh well, we didn't really need him anyway. Now, Boris, we still have to move you. Beledna, we still have to move you. We could start moving you down here to keep an eye on things, but honestly, at this point, it doesn't feel all that necessary. I suppose if somebody lands close to Krakadrak, then we can move you down there. In the meantime, just keep stealing tech from Novkazi and leveling up while you're at it. Okay, let's go for scouting. Not that anything else matters right now. We just need to get her to level 21 so that she'll be an immortal failure in addition to getting that bonus for tech stealing. Speaking of tech stealing, once again, we do have to upgrade. 10 armor for Cav is nice, but we're gonna go for that Arabian Fire. The flaming attacks for Little Groms and the ammunition for War Sleds and Little Groms both seem like a pretty swell upgrade. I might also like the growth, but... yeah, I feel like the Arabian Fire is probably the better pickup here. Growth is great, don't get me wrong, but we can always get it next. I also do still want that post-battle chance of stealing a magic item. And I think we have all the best upgrades. Siege Mentality and improved harbor defenses together are the really good ones. We probably also do want to get Tsar Loyalty right as well, but I'm trying to move through Erengrad's upgrades as fast as possible in case we actually lose Erengrad.
Ursun sends us a gift.
I mean, who knows? We might get attacked by like 6 ogre stacks, and then there wouldn't be too much we could do about it. Alright, so Beledna the Defender, you're staying where you are because you can't move anymore. Alexandra Kristina, you're good. Hadra, you can't move. Boris, you have to continue, buddy. And okay, you can first auto-resolve this little tiny army here, and then we'll have to figure out where we want to go. Auto-resolve, please.
The bear is with us.
Like so. Reveal that teleport sigil. What are we looking at here? Oh, okay, wait, this is that weird green S, which will not take us to the Impossible Fortress, it'll take us here, but perhaps this will take us to the fortress, but who knows? Another useless standard of the empty step. I really strongly feel that you should be able to use multiple copies of the same standards in the same army. It's very strange that you can't. Like, Standard of the Empty Steppe is garbage by itself, but imagine if you could put like 4 of them into an army, and then suddenly you have 4 units that have Vanguard deploy, like our heavy war sleds, for example. Then it would suddenly be a lot more useful, but not in its current state. Anyway, I guess we're going for the green one. We're heading out to here to destroy these 2 and identify what's going on. But I think perhaps we're still gonna head here and into this, unless, wait, there's a red one here. What if this goes to the Impossible Fortress? But we don't know how to get here in the first place. Well, either way, I guess we head to green, not to, well, I guess we came from here, so yeah, we go to green. Away you go, Boris. Yes. Kind of a waste of movement points, but oh well. There we go. Hopefully these guys attack us. Ooh. Huh, I wonder if, since they're both in range, they could both attack us at once. That'd actually be real nice. But you can't set up in camp stance as soon as you teleport out, but we have a heal thing right in front of us, so it's not like it'll matter all that much. Alrighty, let's see what else we got here. Alexandra Castina, you can't move, I've already said that. I believe we're done with the Lords and Heroes. Let's check on our buildings. Anything that'll give us a very quick return on investment here. I would like to upgrade these, but at 2k a piece, it's a little bit hefty in terms of the price point. We do probably want to upgrade Kara Kraketon ASAP, but it's actually going to rebel most likely. Probably going to have to defend it against a rebellion. But if it's a Slaneshi rebellion, I think we'll be fine. The Demon Stump, you do need this upgrade, because anybody could attack you quickly, so let's do that. And let's ignore the rest of this. Ooh, how cheap are these? 1335? Yeah, let's do that. It's a reasonably cheap upgrade. I would love to upgrade you, but I think we have to save the money in case we run into bad money situation once again. We only have 6 turns of lost cargo, but we should probably try to use that time, however, to upgrade as much stuff as we can. Aha. Here. And the Hallowed Woods. They don't increase the money making that much, so I think we leave them as they are for now and then build them when we have cash. Also, look at our damn public order all over the place. Man. With the Slaanesh campaign coming to an end, apparently not capturing Be'lakor gives you some pretty damn good buffs, like plus 15 faction-wide money-making or income from buildings, as well as, I think, growth. I don't remember if it gave you any public order, but there was some good stuff in there. Anyway, it's certainly something I'm considering rather than keeping Be'lakor, even though it would be nice for, you know, Uragni to keep him as a pet, but, yeah. Skip notification. Building upgrade available. Be'lakor will always be inferior to a bear anyway, so, you know, just execute him. Building upgrade available. Skip imminent rebellion. Where? Oh, it's in the Help It? Yeah, Help It's fine. Help It's not going to fall to a rebellion. Only a full stack. End turn. Well, let's see what these guys all do. Alright, Exiles, Oracles are going to it. Oh, they're going to siege, but Uragni's actually in range? Oh, you are just horribly screwed there, Terratus. They're so screwed that I don't think we have to fight this cinematically. We can just watch them die on the walls. Even with the breach, because Uragni is going to come in to bail this army out, they have no kind of chance. In fact, I'm shocked that they actually attacked here. Oh wait, Uragni was in ambush stance, so they had no idea that Uragni was there. Ah, yes, I guess the ambush wasn't foiled, and that's why they attacked. Interesting, I guess the AI can't, it can't cancel once it starts an attack. You know how you can siege and then you don't have to attack, but clearly the AI can't do that. Interesting. Alrighty, well, everybody, let's blob up. And then we'll figure out who goes where. And where is Uragni coming? Oh, well, look at our cab. We'll just keep him in the center. Where is Uragni coming in as reinforcements? Inside the city in 1 point... Ooh. I'm thinking maybe we actually want to get the cav killed so that they don't interfere with that. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. Also, who has more troops? Man, they have really done a good job spreading out their stuff, haven't they? Alrighty, well, let's do this. Let's go, let's say... There's a bunch of Chaos Knights here, so let's do this here, 3. And let's do something like 2 here. Like so. Where's their lord, incidentally? Also, where's the breach? Ah, the breach is here. Okay, you know what? That means we probably want more better units like this to hopefully fire on the breach. Speaking of the breach, we'll probably need to put you and you here, rather than on top of the walls. Oh, and if we're going to die, if these guys are gonna die anyway, maybe they'll help with the breach like that. There you go, very nice. All the towers are active. Now, maybe we put the lords here as well. Now, let's put you here, and we'll put you over on this side. The enemy lord is there. Also, we have 1, 2 here, so we have a bunch more units that we can spread out over on this side. There's still quite a few units out here after all, so let's do that. And then let's put a couple more over on this side, but I want at least 1 unit of armored Cossars, or maybe both units of armored Cossars, right here, to hopefully defend against this, but to also use their guns on the tower as it comes in. So, probably maybe want to... maybe, spread our units out a little bit more. Hey, there you go. Yeah, because we're gonna get casts from the enemy lord on us, and it's also gonna land up here, and it's gonna be a problem. Alrighty, you. I would rather you stay in the center where. Oh, you're on a bear. But maybe still stay on the center where you hopefully won't die. Then we have a couple Streltsy who I think we're gonna send back here in case the enemy lord lands. Would be nice to have them on the walls though, but it's not like we really need the armor piercing here right now. Alrighty, who else do we have? Okay, you 2 extraordinarily badly damaged units of Ice Guard, and a few extra units of Cossars. Alrighty, we can probably make some use of you. Also, this is all going to be irrelevant once Uragni gets in and kills everybody. Let's say, I don't know, another 2 units here. Another, let's say, couple units here for the breach. Honestly, we should probably just put them all in the breach. Honestly, maybe put the Patriarch with the Bear on the breach as well, because that's a lot of Chaos Knights, and we don't really have much of a way to deal with them. Alrighty, then you 2 maybe go up here, and I understand that you're gonna die, but you still have some shots. There you go, like so. Do a little bit of damage, and I think that's everybody, yes? Yes. And, oh, wait, no. Wait, 1,000 supplies even? Huh. Aren't we supposed to gain extra supplies? Do we want to just build a bunch of regular arrow towers? I think we do, but I think we want to build them on this side rather than on the other side, because the other side is going to get Uragni. And then it'll most likely be fine. Plus, Tzeentchian forces are generally relatively vulnerable to these things. Alrighty, let's start deployment and go. We should probably have the towers, however, immediately target the siege towers. Tower on tower. You, can you reach this one? Yes. And you can go here, and you can go here. There we go. All of you attack that one together, and then the same thing here. Don't waste your shots on enemy units when you've got towers to kill. Alrighty, well, that was expected. There are no towers over here, but there is a Exalted Pink Horror unit leading a ram. Alright, well, I guess now we watch for at least a minute while Uragni comes in. Though I guess, considering the number of units that are on the defensive here... Oh, man, that spam cast. Maybe I should have spread out our units a little bit more. Oh, double spam. Double cast. Huh. Oh, it's like, I guess they have a hero as well. That's an iridescent horror, actually. Perhaps we... Well, actually, you guys are probably going to rip that thing apart. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Enemy siege equipment is docked. Where are those knights? Huh. They're not trying to move through the breach. That's kind of surprising. Mostly because I was expecting them to, well, go through the breach. Alright, well, I guess we're fine on this side. Didn't even need to cast anything, really. You know what, let's summon the bear here, and let's have it breathe on that ram unit. And that tower is down, yeah. Even without Uragni, this is looking pretty ugly for the enemy. Let's also tell the Streltsy to attack that Lord. You breathe on this, and we're gonna have some flamers coming in. Lovely, and Uragni's in. Uragni kill. And a few units as well. Let's move you all out here. There we go. Yeah, this is looking like the enemy is gonna be very, very badly beat up here. Also, maybe we want to move... Oh, you guys are on mounts? You can still cast stuff up here. Alright, how are those knights looking? Bad. I think they're going to charge. In fact, this portion of the battlefield is already ours, essentially. How about this thing? I guess Terratus is still alive, but that's about it. Oh, damn! Oh, look at those flamers. They just absolutely wrecked that elemental bear. Kind of impressive if you think about it. And just how quickly they died. Or the bear died. And we got blue horrors climbing up here. You know what? You, stay here. And you armored Kossars, stay here. If they want to drop down, they're gonna have to face armored Kossars. There you go. Alright, Territus, you want to land and fight Uragni? Would be nice. And how are we doing out there? Those flamers are getting ripped apart. You gonna land? Oh yeah, you're gonna land, you poor idiot. You poor idiot, you're screwed now. Summon, buff, wait. You, stop him from moving. I guess I didn't even need to Sally X a little by. There we go, surround and kill him. Alright, I guess we can watch this part. Because the rest of the battle is pretty much done. This was a terrible place to land. You were much better off acting as flying artillery. Especially since the rest of your force is basically dead. Man, look at all those knockbacks. You guys keep attacking them. Okay, you two... You're getting in Uragni's way. Oh, you guys can attack him as well. There we go. How much HP does he have? Basically none. He's already basically dead. There we go. Easy enough. And is anybody still left alive on the enemy force? No over here. Who's alive out here? Oh, did those knights actually end up trying to charge the breach? Looks like they did a little bit. Some of them are gonna get away, and I think that's all that's left on the field as well. Yeah, the battle's over. Man, it looks like we didn't even need Uragni. The enemy army just got absolutely wrecked with just the defensive garrison. Ooh, I like that though. Nice. Alright, well, let's just speed it up while a few more of those knights die so that they don't come back. I guess we'll have to auto-resolve the... Yeah, a few will survive and we'll have to auto-resolve it. It is what it is. Actually, impressed with how effective the orc towers were in this particular situation. Alrighty, and why is the battle not over? There must be a spawn of chaos alive somewhere. Yes, there is. Alright, all of you, kill that. Poor little guy. There we go. And I guess, who got the kill there? It looks like our caster. Alright, nice. Honestly, that one was so easy. Feels like it probably should have been auto-resolvable. What did the auto-resolve actually say when we got there? I mean, even without Uragni, I feel like it should have been auto-resolvable. Although perhaps the defenders' spirits were so buoyed by having Uragni present, or coming in as a reinforcement, that they knew they could not lose, and therefore they just destroyed their foes. Let's get the money. We really need cash right now, because we need cash to upgrade stuff to get more cash. Disciples of the Maw looks like they're not going to attack us, but Boris is going to get attacked. Let's fight, again, regular style, because this is kind of a super easy battle. I'm hoping that we can get a battle against the Disciples of the Maw. And because Beledna, the Defender's army, isn't nearly as strong as these armies, and therefore would probably make for a nice cinematic battle. I'm also curious to see whether the second of these armies will attack us at the same time as well. Although it's odd that they both didn't at the same time. I mean, they were both in range. They should have. Actually, no, you know what? I know why they didn't. If the AI was capable of doing that, the enemy AIs that would come to this territory would probably die, and the devs would probably not want to program that in, so they most likely just prevented the AI from being able to do that whatsoever, so that they didn't have to deal with the idea of them dying like that. And just my thought on the matter. Just from knowing how things tend to be fixed back from when I worked in QA. Although some studios were a lot better than others in certain things. Some of them just refused to fix anything and just went for the release ASAP. Although I don't blame the devs so much as the, like, shareholders forcing them to release early, but you know, that's a whole other thing. You guys, are you able to hide or no? No, unfortunately not. Alright, stay back here, we'll have you charge the enemy blue cores. You guys just stay as a blob. In fact, let's make you a group, let's say group 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, good. Start battle. You guys, I want you to attack. There's a burning chariot there. Do they actually have any elites? Huh. I mean, they do have a soul grinder out here, I guess, which would be a decent thing to focus. There we go, they're moving towards us, and little Groms, go for the soul grinder. Might be better to actually go for the for the Exalted Pink Horrors, but honestly, I don't think it'll matter that much. We've done a dozen of these, and, well, maybe not a dozen, but we've done enough of these to know that they're not really a threat. Although I suppose since the next battle is going to be an immediate follow-up to this, perhaps there will be some threat. Alright, how's that Soul Grinder looking? Already taken a decent amount of damage. You know what we can do also? Let's summon that Guardian Call, and let's have it attack the Soul Grinder. While we're at it, let's summon our bear to get in the way of the enemy, as much as possible. And, alright, nice shots, nice shots. Double summon, go. You are not gonna breathe, are you? Not gonna have time. Unless they stop right there. Man, I should have targeted the Pink Horrors instead. I wasn't expecting them to stop. I thought they'd charge us like last time. Looks like they didn't want to do it this time. You gonna do your breath, buddy? Huh, is it being staggered by ranged shots? It seems to not want to do the attack. Interesting. A little bit surprising, perhaps. Oh, there we go, it did it. Alrighty, let's start moving you guys in as well. Like so. Boris still standing in front of everybody, and you know what? Maybe we'll put one unit of bears among these guys, as well as perhaps our Patriarch, because those range units or those bats are gonna drop down. Those Furies are gonna drop down. That's their plan. Let's see if it works out for them. All right, how's the rest of the army? All right, the Soul Grinder's dead, or it's basically dead. And they didn't want to drop down on that. All right, well, good luck to them. Oh, Burning Chariot. Oh, damn. Well, you're gonna do damage because we can't stop you. All right, that means we have to charge. Group up, charge. You guys, you're gonna move in. We're gonna have you hunt down those horrors, I guess. I was about to say those chariots, but honestly, damn. Now one of our units actually took damage. I did not want this. Did I not tell you guys to charge? There you go. You guys go after that Burning Chariot. Yeah, I guess if you don't have basically any range in your army, then those Burning Chariots are gonna be providing a lot of value. Boris, go after the enemy Lord. You two. Charge in melee and all those horrors. And there we go. And then everybody just surround them. Oh, wow. You're gonna need to use your healing. Let's make sure you get a debuff there. Let's also use that ice sheet on everybody. And how's the little Groms? Okay, they should be able to bring down one of them. You, stop the little Burning Chariot from moving. It should be out of ammo soon, though, so it's not gonna make much of a difference. Boris, buff yourself. Huh, with us actually taking damage this battle, maybe the next battle will be worthy of a cinematic because the enemy will be a lot more hurt. Who knows? I probably should have preemptively just unblobbed some of our units, but nah. We'll be fine. Nothing's out of ammo now. In fact, you guys need to stop firing. We haven't lost any models on our Warbear Riders, though a fair few have fallen from the ranks of the Tzar Guard. Do we want to maybe cast something? Nah. I think we're fine. The enemy Lord has already been killed by Boris. The Burning Chariot should be dead shortly. Oh, damn, I didn't need to sell the X-Lullaby. Whatever. It'll just mean less time that we spend, you know, lullabying everybody. And, hey, I thought I told you not to fire. Now, oh, wait. We're not going to be able to Sally X Lullaby. I just realized, oh, that's not so good. You guys, move away. Move away. Damn. They don't have any Forsaken on the field. Just this unit of spawn. Boris, keep those spawn engaged. You guys, stop firing. Don't fire at will. Everybody move here. Oh, look, Boris, you're physically incapable of keeping those guys engaged. Come on. Try a little bit harder. I want everybody to go here in one blob as close as you can. We got 18 seconds until we can Sally X Lullaby. Alright, then I want you guys to slow this down. And once it's down to 1, just move away from it. In fact, move away here. Okay, come on. Everybody in the center. This is so stupid. But if we need to heal, we need to heal. And I feel we need to heal. Alright, Sally X Lullaby, get ready. Good. Boris, get away from those. And that's as good as it's getting. Alright. Are they gonna give chase to Boris? What are they gonna do? No, they're gonna move for our main line. Okay, fine. Boris, just distract them. You can keep healing while you're at it. You can join this, and you can get another ice sheet on them as well. Boris, keep them engaged. Alright, one more Sally X, please. 40 seconds. Alright, let's just speed this up. Boris, distract. No, don't approach the don't approach that. Guys, alright, how are we on the Sally X? 6 seconds. They're gonna get themselves killed. Come on. There you go. Alright. We should be more or less good. One enemy left. And once the Sally X is done, okay, they already died. Hey, we gotta keep ourselves healed here. Since we know another army is attacking, and who knows, it might actually be a decent one. Alright, come on now. We might actually have to fight the second one cinematically, just because I'm looking at the time here, and we might not have enough time to fight anything else. I want you to pardon those captives. We're trying to rack up some cash here to get more upgrades. Oh, the second one didn't attack us. Oh, damn, I should have used the teleport sigil reveal rather than... whatever. Doesn't matter. Non-aggression pact, no. Probably gonna still kill you at some point, maybe. If we get a second army, or a fourth army to go down there and deal with you. Oh, I forgot to do something. Well, damn. I just realized something. We had an army here that we could fight. You guys have suffered, what, a little bit of attrition? Rebellion, ambush. Oh, the ambush did get foiled. Or did it? Depending on when that was displayed. Alrighty, wow, okay, things happened, game, I get it. Mount Greyhag besieged, yes, this is what I was talking about. Ivory Road. Oh yeah, that was this place. Troll Country, okay, everyone is upset about something, I get it. Now you guys, you're actually close enough for Beledna to attack you. You are staying together, however, before I forget, this should be a different enough battle to be worthy of a cinematic. Now, if we are to sally out from Mount Greyhag, what do we have to fight here? We can't tell, but you know what? We're gonna do it anyway. Close defeat. I can work with close defeat. Wow, that's a lot of armored units here. Iron breakers, hammers, great swords. Nah, we'll be fine though. We'll be fine. The problem with this army is there's a lot of dwarven units, and they don't have artillery, and they don't have quarrelers to rely on. Yeah, they have the Iron Hail Gunners, and they have the Lothern Sea Guard, as well as the Troll Hammers and Iron Drakes, but I feel that that's not going to be enough. The AI is really not very good with low mobility armies. Not that it's good with high mobility armies, mind you, but low mobility armies in particular. It doesn't really understand how to play dwarves. Anyway, let's fight the cinematically, because I think it'll be a good fight nonetheless. Close defeat, I doubt it, but a close victory, certainly possibly. Pyrrhic victory, maybe even likely, but let's get to it. Alrighty, well, this will be a minor battle in the grand scheme of things, but I do think it'll be a fairly fun one, as we're facing off against units that we pretty much never fight throughout this campaign, and just the variety alone should make it fairly worthwhile. Wow, you guys are inaccurate as hell. Damn. Come on, try a little bit harder than that. Actually, considering this is a Lord Magistrate, they have like no armor. Yeah, 20 armor. You should be taking a lot more damage from 3 units of Kossars and 1 unit of Ice Guard. Huh. Maybe it's because it's a small target and these little hills are interfering, but yeah, you are taking a long time to die, or at least much longer than I would have otherwise thought, though that's conceptually kind of silly, just like slowly wandering forth. And there we go, one more volley perhaps will bring you down, except those were all misses. Alright, one more volley perhaps then. Alright, there we go. Down goes the Lord Magistrate there first. A unit, what happens if we click this during a replay? I'm not, wait. I shouldn't have clicked that, should I? Let's just go forward. They're gonna be on the field in 20 seconds anyway, which when sped up to full is gonna be very quick. Now, what are we facing off against? We've got Hammerers, we've got We got 2 units of Slayers, we've got Iron Breakers, we've got Great Swords, we got 2 units of regular Iron Drakes and 1 unit of Trollhammer Torpedoes, 1 unit of Iron Hail Gunners, 1 unit of Lothern Sea Guard, and some Halberdiers as well. Lots of variety in this army, that's for certain, but not much cohesion in the type of army that it is. I suppose the idea here, if there was an idea, would be to move the heavy infantry, which there is quite a bit of, heavily armored infantry in front-wise, get a little bit of ranged support from the Sea Guard and the Iron Hail Gunners, but then use the Iron Drakes to dish out most of the damage, and then use the 2 units of Slayers as the pseudo-cab, as they do tend to function in the Dwarven armies, which might be decent in theory, but certainly not against a player when the AI is at the helm. Anyway, we're going to speed this up a little bit while the forces approach each other. The Kosovo dervishes are going to stand here and over on this side, and their purpose is going to be to try to lead away all the enemy Slayers, or at least as many of the Slayers as possible. And then the same thing is going to try to happen with our Winged Lancers, although they're probably actually going to end up charging the enemy. I actually accidentally got these guys charged by the Slayers because I forgot about them. But fortunately, they should come back even after by our blood. I'm just going to move them a little bit towards the center of the map so that they don't run off the field, as they tend to do. Otherwise, the enemy army is approaching. Ooh, now I kind of regret not moving everybody a little bit closer here, because when the enemy split like this would have been a really good opportunity to A, summon our Elemental Bear, but also make use of our ranged stuff. The reason I went here was because we have this little cliffside at our sides, which allows us a sort of natural wall. Oh well, not a big deal. Here they come. The Ice Guard should be the first to volley into the enemy while we summon our Elemental Bear. The Elemental Bear's goal is going to be to try to breathe on the enemy Iron Breakers, which are by far the most threatening unit on the field. Well, to a degree. The Iron Drakes are also pretty threatening. Honestly, there are a few fairly threatening units on the field, but it's okay. Now, obviously, we're going to first target the enemy Halberdiers here. They have no shields and their armor is relatively low, and thus all of our Kossars and our Ice Guard are going to focus them down. The Elemental Bear going to try to distract the enemy, although they'll be pelted by those Trollhammer Torpedoes. Yeah, see, if we had our own Dwarven allies, I would probably be using a few Trollhammer Torpedoes in a couple of our armies as well. Maybe even in Yarogni's army, because he's all about the range. Although, to be fair, I'd probably still go Flame Cannons or something over those. I would really love some Flame Cannons, in fact. Anyway, the Iron Hail Gunners as well as the Lothern Sea Guard have also moved up and are going to be exchanging fire with our Kossars of various varieties. And it looks like the enemy tried to run forward with its great swords as well, which we then switched to firing upon. Our range units are doing a lot of work right now, and it's been going pretty great. Both of the Imperial units have run off the field. Both the great sword, not run off the field. Both the great swords and the halberdiers are breaking, and it looks like the hammerers are also taking quite a beating from our range units. Well done, well done. I think that upgrade that added just that little bit of extra armor piercing for the units, the +3 armor piercing upgrade, really did a number on making our regular Kossars and armor Kossars a little bit more effective when facing off against units like this, because they're clearly taking quite a bit of damage. Still a good job by the Elemental Bear, who's done a fairly decent bit of damage to the Iron Breakers as well, though they are still, of course, holding strong at about 66% HP. In the meantime, our cavalry has come out to play. They've actually managed to lead away a unit of Iron Drakes as well as this unit of Slayers, who are going to take quite some time to get back to the regular battlefield. And then the same thing is going on this side. We've essentially led them too far away, and now they're probably going to have to tire themselves out. In fact, they're very tired already, trying to return to the battlefield. Exhausted on these guys as well. Whereas our Cav are active. So definitely some value there. Our Cav on this side have charged the enemy Iron Drakes with Trollhammer Torpedoes, because obviously they're the biggest threat to the Cav themselves, other than the Iron Drakes and the Iron Breakers, but the Iron Drakes are too slow to catch them, so we can just ignore them. Our Armored Kossars have unfortunately run out of ammo, and we're going to charge them directly at the enemy Iron Drakes because they're armor piercing. with those great weapons, and maybe they'll finally have some use like this. Plus, they need to distract our cav and allow them to continue wreaking havoc among the enemy ranged units. We're going to chase down those great swords and those Iron Hail Gunners until they are fully broken, and then we don't have to deal with their nonsense. Over here, we actually have a unit of Zargard chasing down a unit of Hammerers because they're just a little bit faster, and they should be able to keep them from coming back. Unfortunately, it looks like one of our Cossars got pretty badly beat up by this other Iron Drakes units, the regular Iron Drakes, because while our units were trying to chase them, they didn't quite manage to catch them. The AI does a really good job of not engaging units, and I tried to get the Zargard to kill them in melee, but, well, they were proving a little bit tough. And unfortunately, all of our cav are currently engaged with other units, so we couldn't deal with that there. But nonetheless, the balance of power is still pretty even, but if we take a look at the troop count, the enemy army has dropped to almost half, and they've lost a lot of units to routing, whereas ours are all still on the field, and we've only lost about 150 units ourselves. We're also going to keep charging the enemy here with our Zargard, keep firing on the enemy with our various ranged units, and then we're going to surround them and hit them in the back with our Winged Lancers as well. The Winged Lancers have been doing quite a lot of damage right now, even though they haven't been fighting directly. They have been killing lots and lots of units that try to run away. And there we go. This essentially stops the enemy and allows both our Armored Cossars that have run out of ammunition as well as our Zargard to close the gap with the enemy Slayers, while our Winged Lancers continue chasing other high-value units like those Hammerers and those Lothran Seaguard that are routing. Otherwise, the battle is getting closer and closer to the end. The other unit of Iron Drakes getting a charge from our Kossovite Dervishes. Finally, some more uses for the Kossovite Dervishes, though I feel like I still would have preferred Horse Archers, generally speaking. They did help out here a lot. Looks like the enemy Slayers want to hit our Armored Kossars with great weapons, who have been doing a good job fighting those Iron Breakers, and I guess they want to bail the Iron Breakers out. Unfortunately for them, they wanted to rear charge our unit / flanking charge them, but for their trouble, they get hit in the back by our unit of Ice Guards. So I'm not sure that that actually achieved anything other than helping the Iron Breakers a little bit. Unfortunately for them, that is it for the enemy main units. Obviously, the Slayers will fight to the death, and we can watch that fight, but the enemy is done for. Our losses at this point, fairly negligible, about 200 units, whereas the entire enemy army is gone. Alrighty, well done, everybody. Like I said, the AI doesn't really work so well with these mobile forces, so even if on paper they had a good army, and a decent army at the very least. Really, it's gonna go for insane lag now? Okay, well, oh, no, it's back. Maybe just a hiccup from my graphics card. This is fun to watch the Slayers fight for the Ice Guard, especially since we don't have a lot of, well, we don't have any Ice Guard on the field. I would like to build them, but I was originally planning to get, you know, Zarina Katrin to actually have Ice Guard, but yeah, I still haven't decided what to do about the Confederation thing, whether to confed or not. Hey, and the Patriarchs joined the fray as well. Enemy Slayers are running out of units at this point, but the rest of our units are coming in to help out. Not that we really need it. I probably could have just killed these guys with the remaining ammunition we had on a few units, but you know, it was just more fun to watch them fight, even though this means more casualties for us. Considering this army will be destroyed, it won't matter. Also, while all this is happening, obviously our cav are just running around in the background, killing everything off. I'm actually not sure whether we needed to do that, because I think, and I could be mistaken, but I think the second army was in march stance, in which case it would be destroyed anyway. They really shouldn't have declared war on us. It's really annoying that this random army appeared in our... Oh, nice death blow with that dual strike with those two axes, though unfortunately it looks like neither of the Zargards struck by it went down. Alrighty, and then we can speed it up to max for the rest of this, and we should be good. Alrighty, Kossovite Dervishes bring down... Notice how quickly these Kossovite Dervishes are bringing down the Sword Magistrate. It seems that they're doing it much faster than the arrows were. Huh. There isn't like some sort of hidden anti-arrow stat on these guys, is there? They have 15% missile resistance. I feel like that wouldn't account for the difference in damage between an Ice Guard unit and 3 Kossars, as compared to a single unit of Kossovite Dervishes. Alrighty, anyway, that Lord is down, and I think one more unit still running off the field. It is a unit of Ironbreakers, who still have 20 left, but I doubt they'll make it anywhere. Much less there. And come on. We're going to wait until the unit is destroyed just in case that I forgot, and these guys are not, in fact, in March stance, but I'm pretty sure they are. Anyway, there we go, a Pyrrhic victory. We certainly took some damage, but I think the Pyrrhic is largely because of the ammunition that's been expended, not so much because of army losses, though we certainly took some. In fact, let's see what the damage is. But still, good job, everybody. The fact that Uragni didn't have to come down here and bail you out is always swell. Alrighty, there we go. That went pretty well, and roughly as expected as well. I actually might have been able to do better with regards to our losses if I had played it a little bit more carefully, but you know, it went just fine. I feel like a lot of it also depended on which units we were able to peel away from the enemy via our cav. Like, if we had gotten the Ironbreakers, for example, rather than one of the units of Slayers, that would have been considerably better as well. Now, Pardon Captives give us 100 money. That's not even worth it, so I guess we'll go Salyak Provides, and the faction will be destroyed. Beautiful. It is, however, annoying that they can pop up like that, these random little factions right in the middle of our territory. I've always hated similar sort of mechanics because, well, they're obviously garbage. This is one of the reasons why I think Vortex was so hated. The idea of a bunch of armies popping into the middle of your territory is just kind of ridiculous. Anyway, out of all that, we got a lot of money, but unfortunately, we've come to the end of this episode, and we're going to have to spend it next time. There's still plenty to do. Uragni, I guess, is going to continue moving north, though if, see, one issue is that we saw somewhere that, Kairos went up here somewhere, and he's not in any of the realms, although I suppose he might enter the realms. One of his armies here died, but one disappeared, and then Kairos himself is gone. But still, I think we have no choice but to send Uragni north to deal with Uzkalak and whatever is going on out here. Maybe catch some of these Khornate forces that are landing, and maybe even prevent Krakatrak from dying. It would be ideal, but who knows if it'll happen. In addition to that, Boris is going to continue throughout the, in his rampage through the realm of the Sorcerer next time, plus we will probably get a nice battle with Beledna the Defender against these guys, and maybe we'll use Hadra to reinforce as well if he doesn't get intercepted. I guess we'll see. Really annoying that he's stuck in the stance, but hey, what can you do? I would really love to fight these guys, although that is a lot of Gorgers for Beledna to be fighting with, considering how she's still somewhat damaged. At the very least, it would make for a pretty epic cinematic battle, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.